Folks, it is the Big Finish, brought to you by Texas Stars Hockey. And when we talk Texas Stars, folks, we are now talking Calder Cup Finals. And this is On the Ice with the Texas Stars, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We go to the Taco Bell hotline right now to talk to the president of the Texas Stars, the man who is trying to give you the deal of the century. Rick McLaughlin, how you doing? Now, Rick, we're very appreciative because as you came on with us last week when the Stars clinched the berth in the Calder Cup Finals, you said, look, tell your listeners, if they call 512-GO-STARS, tell them they're part of the group, The Horn, that they can have $7 tickets.
That's right. You caught me in a weak moment, but we honored that commitment.
All right. Are you getting those calls?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're doing great. Your group is doing really well, and we want to thank all your listeners for supporting us. But we still have some tickets available to sell, so we're still honoring that promotion. So, like Chip said, if you want to call 512-GO-STARS and mention you're with the Horn group, we will fill as many $7 tickets as you will buy.
Wow.
Okay, now Rick, I got to ask you this: how do you keep the franchise grounded? I'm sure when most people are getting off the ground their first year of competition, you want to build a solid product, you want to make it a great environment, you want to make sure the building works right, that the ice gets cold, and that the drinks flow. But you guys are playing for the Calder Cup. Is this just, kind of the cherry on top of the sundae that is the Texas Stars right now?
Well, we thought we had a pretty good team when we started, Sean. The first 6 weeks of the season, we were around that first place in the overall in the league through most of those weeks until Brent Cron got hurt. So we felt like when we got our whole team back together that we would have a good run here. But obviously this is the cherry on top of the sundae. But it helps to have fans that are interested. The phones are ringing, and the players are excited. The staff is excited, and we're ready to go for tomorrow. We have our watching party here tomorrow night at Cedar Park Center. Doors open at 5:00. There's free admission, free parking, $2 drafts. And we welcome everybody to come out and fill Cedar Park Center to watch the Texas Stars play Game 1 against the Hershey Bears.
Oh, that's great stuff. Rick, the Calder Cup is over at Cover 3 tonight from 6 o'clock to 7:30. Now, are there superstitions about the Calder Cup the way they are with the Stanley Cup, where you don't want any of your players around that trophy before it's time?
That's right. Yeah, when we agreed to have the cup come in, our general manager, Scott White, just said, keep it away from the guys. and so we watched the bus pull away, and then they drove in about an hour later. So no one from the hockey operation has seen it or touched it, and it will be gone Friday morning. So, yeah, there are superstitions that surround the Calder Cup as well.
All right, you mentioned Brent Cron, and he did a great job for you in the Nets. But then here comes Matt Climie, who gives you a heroic effort in Game 7, which is still just an unbelievable comeback for you all, leaving your building down 3-2, winning 2 straight on the road against Hamilton, who got players from the Canadians for that Game 7. What are you going to do at goalie tomorrow night against Hershey?
Well, I think Matt Climie is going to be starting in goal against Hershey on Thursday. And to be real honest, and I'm not trying to skirt the question, I don't know after that. I've been a little out of touch with the players. We're here on the business side trying to do some things. So I have to really probably talk to Scott White or Coach Gullickson to find out, if Brent Cron would be available for any of the games. I mean, obviously we want to proceed, with the due care that you need to proceed with when there's a head injury that he had. He had a concussion, and there are certain protocols that have to be followed as far as when he's symptom-free and then getting him back, physically into shape and then into game shape. So I'm just not sure what that schedule looks like.
Well, and let's talk about the Hershey Bears for a moment, because they are sort of the Boston Celtics, I guess, of the AHL. They've got a record 10 Calder Cups. They've been in the finals 4 of the last 5 years. They're the defending champion. Talk about what it's like taking on, I don't want to say Goliath, because you all, as you said, have been a power yourselves throughout the AHL season, but, Hershey's got the hardware.
Well, I've not seen Hershey play, live. I've watched a couple of their games in the playoffs, but, they're a very strong offensive team. Their leading scorers have scored, their 2 leading scorers have scored as many goals as our top 4 leading scorers. So we're certainly going to have our hands full containing them. But I think we're going to just proceed and play our defensive style of a game. I think our conditioning has shown up that we have actually played better in the second and third periods as games have gone on. So I think we're going to try real hard to just dump and chase and wear those teams down and stick with defensive efforts. And then we're going to need good goaltending. So, I think it's going to be similar to what you've seen us play. I don't think Felixson's going to come up with a brand new game plan. I think he's just going to reinforce we have to execute the plan that we've been playing with now throughout the playoffs.
We are on the ice with the Texas Stars, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. President Rick McLaughlin joining us. The Stars start off the action tomorrow night in the Calder Cup Finals. This is it, folks. This is for the championship. And then the action comes back. And, of course, as Rick said, the watch party at the Cedar Park Center. Doors open at 5. Free parking, $2 drafts. Going to be a big night. I'm going to have to get my son out there because he has become the biggest Stars fan, Rick, that you can possibly imagine. I guess, have we heard anything from Aaron Hogan about whether he's going to take me on in any kind of post first intermission challenge? I mean, I've thrown it out there to him. Sumo wrestling, hamster ball races, whatever he wants in terms of a rematch next Wednesday night. Have you heard from him?
I have not, but I just assumed he had the courage to accept this challenge. And if I have to call in on that show tomorrow morning and make sure he accepts this, just let me know. Shoot me an email and let me know if I've got to, tell him to man up and get going here, because I think we have it already held. We have an intermission held on Monday the 7th for this rematch. So, if he can't do it, we'll get some Girl Scout to fill in and see if she can do it.
Rick, that is fantastic. Hey, continued success, and we will be in touch throughout these incredible Calder Cup Finals.
Well, Chip, I wanted to also wish you good luck on your golf tournament on Friday. We support you guys and support your cause, so just let us know if there's anything else we need to do for your tournament on Friday.
Well, we really appreciate it, and y'all have come through big time. I know the Texas Stars ice dancers will be out there for the lunch, and then they're busy because they got to get back to the arena for a very important Game 5. So we really, really appreciate it, Rick.
All right, guys. Thanks. Take care.
Okay. Rick McLaughlin, president of the Texas Stars. Next week is when the action all comes back to Cedar Park. But, as he said, tomorrow night, Game 1, Calder Cup Finals at the Cedar Park Center. Texas Stars taking on the Hershey Bears. The Hershey Bears are the, whatever, Celtics, Lakers, whatever you want to call them. And
they're the known commodity.
Yeah, the Texas Stars are the new kids on the block.
Upstarts.
Yeah, and just fearless. Keep coming back. Keep finding ways to win. Game 7s, overtime, the whole deal. It's a team you just have to like. You have to cheer for them. If you don't, I don't know, man.
You got problems.
You're the Grinch. Your heart is three sizes too small.